I have a mini declutter I wanted to film. It's only a handful of things that I just really don't want to bring with me into the new year. I used to do those really big declutters back in the day, so if you'd like to see stuff like that, I do have a declutter playlist. But just with the way I bring makeup into my collection and the way I wear makeup, I try to finish or get a lot of use out of the majority of the stuff that I have. I have 7 things. Quite a few of them I've talked about in my chopping block update, where I gave reasons why I just was not able to make them work and I do not want to have them in my collection anymore. The first one is this Make Beauty Serum Balm in the shade Halo Moon. This is a really beautiful lip gloss. I just cannot get past the taste. It lingers, it stays in my mouth, and it is pretty strong and fruity. I didn't notice it as much at first, but now that I am aware of it, I can't get past it, unfortunately. So this is gonna go. And then these 2 products here are from Bare Minerals, the Complexion Rescue Highlighting Blush in the shade Rose Glow, and the Complexion Rescue Bronzer in the shade Kiss of Pink. This formula is a little too thick for my preference. I did test it out in a couple different ways to see if I could make it work, but I'm not really able to in a way that I enjoy. And I do have the powder version of the Kiss of Pink bronzer from Bare Minerals, so I don't feel like I need the cream version, even though I do like the color of this. The next 2 products are things that I talked about in a short I recently did for Litmus, where I talked about the 3 worst lip products that I've tried recently. And the first one is the Posh Gloss from Victoria Beckham. I was excited for this because it has beautiful glass packaging and it is a lip gloss that a lot of people say really great things about. I just assumed I would like it as much as everybody else, but I think mine is definitely expired, and I think it's always been like that because ever since I started trying it out, it has tasted and smelled really bad. And a lot of people in my comments of that 3 worst lip products I've tried recently video mentioned that theirs does not act like this, so I think it actually just was expired when I got it. The next one I featured in that video too, and people also said in the comments that it's likely expired, is the Essence Slim Stick 6-hour long lasting lipstick. I just don't think it's good. It smells kind of like old crayons, it tastes like old crayons, and it is very drying on my lips and definitely emphasizes my texture much more than other matte lip products that I've tried. I really wanted to make this work because the color is really beautiful. I have the shade Over the Nude, but the formula, everything else about the product, I cannot get past. This next one is an eyeshadow palette, and it's from Geology. It's the Pilbara palette. This is a really beautiful color story. I really enjoyed this while I had it, but I've mentioned in a few videos in the past that these 3 shimmer shades have definitely expired. They do not perform the way that they used to, and I have a really hard time getting them to show up on my lids. And even though I do really love this Starry Sky color, it's a beautiful translucent sparkly green color, I don't need to keep the entire palette just because of that one shade. So for those reasons, I am going to let this go, unfortunately, but I did really like it while I had it. And the last one, I need some help from everyone here. This is the Wild Orchid lipstick from Buxom. This is a gorgeous color and it leaves a really beautiful stain. I mentioned it in the vlog earlier this year that I wanted to find what lip colors can give me that like lip stain effect that you see sometimes in TV and movies and stuff like that, and I'm pretty sure this lipstick can give me that. Unfortunately, when I went to open it, I noticed that there were some dots on the side of the tube that weren't there before. They look like the same color as the lipstick, so that makes me think it isn't mold, but I'm also just not sure and I don't know what to do. If anyone has Buxom lipsticks, is that just like wax? Is that because of a temperature change? Or is this really expired? I don't want to get rid of it if I don't have to. So if anyone is able to give me more insight into what those dots are and if they're harmless, please let me know. I really don't want to get rid of this because I don't have any other shades like that. So yeah, that was my declutter. Definitely not one of the bigger declutters that you'll see out there. I love watching declutter videos. I'm just not the right person to make those sorts of videos anymore. And now that I've done this declutter, I can go ahead and film my inventory video, and that should be out at the very beginning of the year. Very short and sweet. I hope you enjoyed either way. In the meantime, that's everything I have. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!